going to go swimming on Friday. And Crystal, do you want to do it? You don't want to do it. Look at that. See him? He's a little one. See if he's going to come and say hello. No. Oh no, he's changed his mind.
He's already came in such a lot.
Look, there's him one.
Is he going to come in? Is he going to come in? A big, huge one.
Gotta be quiet though. Here he comes.
Is he coming? Don't think too that's a shot anyway.
Doing that.
Is your one?
Yeah.
I think it's the one.
Is there one? There's two of them now. They are.
Now we shut the gates. Please shut the gates. Quick, 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 down again. No. But is one of them still in there? Yeah, that is the same one because it's the same one that keeps him coming in and stays there and then keeps him going out. It's the other one that doesn't come in. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Come and start to look again, look. He says, what are you all doing watching this?
I would. I would.
I will play. Come on, you go and play with me.
I can play with him, yeah.
Come on, play with me. I'm sleeping. Hey, why are you going to play with him if I can swim that deep?
You're right back there.
If I could swim that deep, I would go and play with him.
Tired?
There's not one. What? Oh, look. Look at that thing. Look at that thing. Want to come in and play with me? Yeah, why do you come see some friends? I need some friends. I need sad. I need some friends.
He's got itchy head.
Yeah.
Scratching his head.
Cool. Look. What did dolphin see?
All we'll have to do, if you want to do that glass thing, Kai,
Glass thing?
recording,
Look,
Yeah.
there's the other
we'll
one.
have to go and sort it out now, won't we? I think the other one's shy.
Yeah. That one's
Is
fine.
he coming again now?
No, he's going up there now and then he'll go back through his hole again. No, oh, maybe not.
Went on forever. Hey, the dolphins
And the other one's come back then.
what the dolphins eat? Dolphins. Hey, what you looking at me? I don't think. They're looking at me. I done that. What the dolphins eat?
Fish. Tuna.
Hey, ready to do that, please? I don't need I don't want to
sudden changes are sweeping over the land. The approaching storm may seem violent and destructive to us, but to nature, it's a new beginning in the cycle of life. Beneath the surface of the land, roots trap water from the flowing mud, extracting precious nutrients and minerals. These elements, when combined with sunlight, create the diverse living systems of our planet. One of those living systems is the rainforest, home to the most amazing concentration of life on our planet. These dense and beautiful forests cover only a tiny portion of the Earth's surface, but they contain more than half of its plant and animal species. Rainforests are also extremely rich and productive living systems, providing us with oxygen, food, medicine, and other elements essential to our lives. In the desert, nature has created a very different but no less beautiful living system. And while this arid landscape may seem lifeless, it is very much alive. The plants and animals that have learned to survive in these harsh conditions make use of what little water they can find and avoid the scorching rays of the relentless sun. The American prairie once appeared as desolate as the desert, but over time, rainwater and nutrients gradually penetrated the hard surface of this land. Even the hooves of the mighty buffalo helped create the rich soil that would one day become home to the American farm. Of all the forces at work on the land, humans have had one of the most profound effects. The need to produce food for a growing world led to the enormous use, and sometimes overuse, of the land. In our search for more efficient ways to grow food, we often fail to realize the impact of our methods. Today, we're learning to live with the land, discovering better ways to grow food that will assure both human and environmental well-being. Natural predators like ladybugs and wasps to control pests. In Japan, we're learning that by adding composted leaves and other plant material to our soil, we can reduce the need for fertilizers. In farmlands across America, we're learning that by plowing under vegetation containing natural fertilizers, we can enrich the soil with balance. In Saudi Arabia and Mexico, we're learning to produce food on desert seafront by developing and planting crops that thrive on saplings. Here at Aqua, we're learning to reduce the need for pesticides by using natural strategies like nurturing. How will we meet tomorrow's growing needs for food production, yet still respect the needs of the land? Some of the answers are being discovered just ahead.
And now we're about to enter our living laboratories, where scientists from Epcot, NASA, Nestle, and the Department of Agriculture are exploring innovative and sustainable methods of food production. As part of this effort, we're also working with the Future Harvest Centers to showcase new crop growing ideas from around the world. Here in our first greenhouse, we have a variety of crops from Africa. Coffee plants, like the ones on your right, originated in Ethiopia. Forests filled with wild coffee plants still exist in that country. Today, coffee is grown in more than 50 countries around the world and is a major source of income for poor rural areas. Sorghum, which is also on your right, is a grain similar to rice and wheat. But unlike those other crops, sorghum can grow under harsh conditions and can even survive extended periods of drought. In the driest regions of Africa, sorghum is an important staple and used to make breads, porridges, syrups, and a malt beverage similar to beer. Traditional African-grown sweet potatoes are white instead of orange. This is an important difference because the orange ones contain higher levels of vitamin A, an important nutrient. Scientists from Africa and Latin America are working together to develop new varieties of the orange sweet potato that taste more like the old-fashioned white ones and have even higher levels of vitamin A. Ultimately, this work could help to improve the health of 50 million Africans. Farming, you probably don't think about fish, but fish farming or aquaculture is being used to increase yields and to protect wild fish stocks. Tilapia is a favorite of fish farmers around the world. In Asia, they are often raised in rice paddies where the fish waste provides nutrients for the rice. Sturgeon is one of the oldest species of fish. Today, they are primarily harvested for caviar. Because of growing demand, they are at risk of being overfished. Aquaculture is one way to manage these valuable resources. Alligators are no longer an endangered species. In fact, there are over 1 million alligators in Florida today. Aquaculture is one of the main reasons for their recovery. And although many of the alligators raised on farms are used for their meat and their hides, the rest play a key role in wetlands conservation. Here in this entire aqua cell, we can produce about 6,500 pounds of fish a year. Many of the fish you do see here aren't featured in our Walt Disney World restaurants. In our next greenhouse, we have a variety of crops from Latin America. Cassava is a starchy root crop that is thousands of years old. Today, scientists from the Future Harvest Centers are improving this tough crop by making it able to survive in even harsher conditions. Tomatoes are also native to Latin America and are a good example of the importance of food color. The red that you see in tomatoes is lycopene, an antioxidant that can help reduce the chances of heart disease and cancer.
Size of these lemons. Yeah.
In our next greenhouse, we're working with innovative ways to grow Asian crops. Growing plants vertically increases airflow through leaves and can help to reduce disease. You can try this technique at home by growing your plants on trellises. We also also grow disease-resistant plants and use beneficial insects to eat insect pests so that we can reduce the use of pesticides. These Asian cucumbers are a special variety because they are resistant to powdery mildew, a fungus that damages plants and reduces yields.
Those aren't that heavy yet. Well, they do get heavy enough if you tie them up.
There are over 800 species in the melon family, but these winter melons are among the most unusual looking ones. But unlike most other melons, their seeds, their fruit, and their leaves are edible and a good source of nutrients. Exotic plants like these are finding their way into kitchens around the world. In our creative greenhouse, scientists are changing the way we grow our crops. You've probably noticed that we don't have any soil in our greenhouses. This technique is called hydroponics and is being used in areas where the land has been depleted. We're taking this one step further through our use of computer-controlled drip irrigation systems and are even experimenting with aeroponics. These flying squash plants are getting all the water and nutrients they need as their roots are being sprayed through those mist boxes. Here in our lab, scientists from Epcot and the U.S. Department of Agriculture are improving pear trees through biotechnology. And in our last experiment, which is out of this world, we're working with NASA to learn about growing crops for future space colonies. Nestle and other organizations are dedicated to improving the quality and taste of the foods that the world enjoys and relies on. Working together, we can protect and preserve the land as a beautiful and precious resource while still meeting the growing needs of the world today. Only then will we truly be living with the land.
Take care.
That there is no smoking inside the theater. If you choose to smoke, please check your guide map for a designated smoking location. You are welcome to use flash photography, but for the safety of our performers, we must ask that you do not use any lights on your video cameras. Once today's concert begins, this entire theater will be filled with our performers, including the aisles around you. If you must leave before the end of the show, please contact one of our concert ushers. They will direct you safely toward the exit. And now, on behalf of Disney's Animal Kingdom and McDonald's, we proudly present Tarzan Rocks!
I'm going to call him Tarzan. He's one of them.
What is happening? And the language will be on the data.
I see them flying wildfire in the window.
Tarzan, the ape man. I'm going to call him Tarzan. And the one of them, Tarzan. Tarzan.